YouTube. What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Uh, Chilling out right now, and New Year's never seemed to be a big deal to me. I mean, I did all my drinking in my 20s and 30s, and they're long gone. I don't do them years. And I don't feel like feeling like shit no more. So I pretty much don't do anything much on New Year's. But I figured I would do maybe a live stream and just chill out, talk. And I'm gonna wait till see if somebody comes on here. I'm sure everybody else is out, you know, raising hell. By the way, be careful if you do go out. A lot of drunk drivers on the road. I actually went over to Wendy. Uh, Wawa. Well, actually, I was both places. I was at Wendy's too, because I'm a fat slob. I wanted a Wendy's burger, and then I wanted to have chicken noodle soup at the Wawa, so I got one of each. Why the fuck not? It's New Year's. I'll cheat on my fucking New Year's resolution. Anyway, what I was going to say is there was already people drunk, it looked like, on the road. I saw two people crossing the line and shit, and yeah, fucked up. I wasn't going out there on that road like that. I did many a years being an asshole. I don't do that no more. But anyway, basically, I wanted to come on here and just talk about shit going on. Who's that? How you doing? Frank Galvin, how you doing, brother? Happy New Year's to you, dude. Where are you from, Frank? Drinking, this is Dr. Pepper. I'm leaving that shit alone. That's fattening. That's soda. But not tonight. You're from Mexico, but I'm here in America. Hola, amigo. How you doing? What was I going to say? I just wanted to talk about the shit going on around the world, too. Right now, not to bum anybody out, but China is about to surrounding Taiwan. They're about to do something right there. You got Russia and the Ukraine full blaze. They're ready to go head on into massive shootout in next few days. And then you got with drones and shit. They already tried to take Putin out with drones the other day. And then you had there's another thing going crazy out there, a Venezuela thing. And here's the deal. We're at war supposedly with Venezuela. I guess we declared war with them. But since when is piracy allowed? I mean, we're bitching and throwing the Somalis out of our country, all right? And the Somalis were pirates over in their country. They would literally go and raid boats and try to take over oil tankers. Didn't we just do the same damn thing to Venezuela? No, I'm not trying to badmouth so it's a war, and the spoils of the war, the victor gets it. But it just kind of seems weird to me that we're going to go be like pirates and take somebody else's property, And what's this say? What are you going to do for New Year's? Not New Year's Eve, New Year's. I don't know, dude. Probably. I was actually thinking about going up to my old neighborhood and see if I can hook up with some friends of mine I ain't seen in a long time. And other than that, just chilling. Why are you in the car except for being in your? Oh, instead of not except. Temporarily, I'm homeless, basically. I have a place I'm looking at and trying to get in debt, but here I sit on New Year's Eve, and don't feel bad for me. I had a very good life. So why are you? I read that. So where in Mexico are you from, dude? What did you rolled off because you found out I was homeless and no longer important enough to talk to? Aren't you gonna go to your families or for? I'm going over to my friends. Tell you the truth, some of my family's dead and gone, and but my one brother's in the hospital right now, and I have an older brother up in Pennsylvania. I may go up and visit them while I'm up there. That's my old area where I used to live. What's it say? Yep. New Year's is just a bunch of shit to me anyway, because here's the deal. It's kind of a made up holiday. What are you celebrating? Just a new year? I've been here for 62 of them. You know what I mean? I don't want to be here too many more, you know? I'm actually kind of tired of all the shit in life that, you know, gets to, whoa, wow. Did you see that? Wait a minute. Hang on 1 minute. I thought I just saw fireworks over there. Hang on 1 minute. Fireworks right over there. Now they're not going to shoot anymore off. I heard them earlier. They were down the street. This one was right over there. Well, as soon as I turn the camera back, it'll probably fire another one off. I don't see it. Screw it. I ain't worried about it. That was weird. It just one firework. Anyway, to answer your question, New Year's has always been to me just it was a drinking holiday. I used to drink mucho cervezas and what the hell? Oh, my light went out in here. So I wonder what I got done. And I think it's one of the worst holidays there is, really. The only thing it's good for is looking back on the year and trying to correct any mistakes you made in the last year or whatever. It is what it is. But there's better holidays, put it that way. What's it say? I read that. So what are you doing on New Year's? Frank. How do you say Frank in Espanol? Is it Francis or? I'm learning to speak Spanish. I used to work with a lot of people from Mexico, and they would teach me Spanish, and I would teach them English. I was working in a restaurant. I mean, I never paid attention in school. We had Spanish, but I never used my time wisely in school. Who's that? Shelby, how you doing? Me, the same. A very good life. Happy for you. Yep. How you been? Happy New Year. How you been, Shelby? Well, anyway, he was asking me, why I'm like so subdued and just sitting here on New Year's. I should be out partying, I guess. To me, it's a regular fucking day. I'm telling you what. And I had 200, or was it 365 of those days in a row. It's called a year. To me, it's the same shit, But back in the day, I thought it was the greatest thing. Yeah, screaming and hollering when the ball dropped and all this. Watching New York Times Square. Same thing for 62 years. Hang on 1 minute. I got to turn my car on. The batteries. That's why the light went off. The battery's going dead on the phone. Okay, there we go. So anyway, I was just talking. I think a lot of stuff's going to happen in the next couple days. With Russia and Ukraine. China right now is about the people are revolting over there, and you don't hear much about it. But they're literally fighting the government, and that's never happened before. So it is. What's this TV show ending that left you completely satisfied? What's that? Thought on the Somalians in Minnesota. You know what? Here's the deal. I don't like anybody who comes here to take advantage and steal from, people here. Sorry, it has nothing to do with any. I don't give a shit what race you are. That's wrong. We don't go over there and do that to them. Now, however, I was just making a comparison now. Those guys up in Minnesota, a lot of them were actually the Somali pirates that were literally over there before they came here, and they were hijacking ships. Well, I said, how's it any different from Trump going and grabbing an oil tanker or two or three now? That's piracy. It's on the sea. It's theft. He stole their property. And did they ever declare war with us, or did we just decide, oh, we're going to declare war on you because of narco-terrorism? They said the same thing about Saddam Hussein with weapons of mass destruction, and that turned out to be BS. Now, granted, there is drugs coming up, probably even out of Venezuela, but he's trying to tie it in so he can go get the free oil out of there. That's what I'm saying, in my opinion. And I voted for Trump, but I don't agree with all the things he's doing. Who's this? Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing? Happy New Year. It's finally 2026. So what's your thoughts? What's your name? Eagle Nation? Eagles fan, huh? And so am I. Here you go. I don't have my Eagles hat right here. I was going to put my Eagles hat on. How about them Eagles, dude? Yeah, what's going on over in England there, Mark? Or, no, you're in Ireland. I'm sorry. You're in Galway. What's happening over there New Year's Eve right now? How you been, by the way? I've seen you for a while, Mark. It's your yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess many years ago, I kind of got tired of New Year's. It seemed kind of lame for a holiday. Yeah, it's okay. Great. We got through another year. I understand that and everything. It's just people found any excuse to go out and get bombed and go out on the highway and go bar hopping and all this other bullshit. To me, for what? I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. I did that back when I was 20, up into my 30s. I just don't. I don't think that's too cool. What's this? You're turning 26 in a few days. Happy birthday. Yeah. You know what? You want to hear something funny, Mark? I'm the exact. If you reverse those numbers, 26. That's how old I am. Yeah. There you are. What's up, Doc? How you doing? How you doing, dude? Everything good? Everything great? Happy New Year's. I think I was bumming everybody out because I'm not in the festive mood. Yeah, I'm not jumping for joy because another year passed. I just don't seem to grasp the whole. What's the big fucking deal? After 62 years, 365 days, they're all the same, but on that one day, you can go out and get shit-faced to celebrate. I don't know. But anyway, the other thing what's that? You had a terrible sickness the last few days. Was it like a COVID type thing? And if it is, put a mask on if you're going to talk to me, dude. I don't want to catch COVID through the phone. You know? What's that? Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on a tree. Yeah. Our trees are all dead over here from fallout. They think they dropped the nuke somewhere. There it is again. Check this out, Doc. I don't know if you guys can see. Wait a minute. I can't get it to reverse. Can you see that thing burning down there? Or can you guys see that? Look where the telephone pole is. The last hour, I keep seeing something flashing over there. And then there was but it was like fireworks over there. But I don't know if you guys can see that. It almost looks like something was burning, or maybe it's a bonfire. I don't know. It's been like that for a while. It ain't my house. Somebody's house is on fire. I don't think so. I think it might be a Christmas ornament or something. The flu has been floating around. Yeah, it's floating around in that mystery fog they're talking about again. Do you remember that last year, Doc? Right around the same time of year, it was like weird fog everywhere, and people were talking about it's like it's just it's fog. What's the big deal? But it wasn't just fog. You could see. It was almost like it was particles in it. If you had a flashlight and you were out walking at night with it, it was weird. It just looked totally different. And it was everywhere for a while. And then people were getting sick. It makes you wonder, what are they dumping on us now? Yeah, it's back. You're right. I really believe that they probably are. They're trying to kill us off, a little at a time or a lot at a time, whichever way they have to go to, get their agenda done, they'll do it. And that's the thing, yeah. And I bitch about this all the time. It's only because everybody's got, this their blinders on, or they don't. No, I can't hear anybody bitching too much. We're going along to get along again, in my opinion. As a society, people ought to be flipping out. I mean, and here's an example. Over in China, now they're flipping out. The people are realizing they're dead. They're literally being snagged off the fucking streets. They had a video of a guy rolling up in a van, grabbing some girl, throwing her in the van, riding off. It happens all the time. They're harvesting organs. Then they find their passports out on the side of the road. They're throwing all that stuff out and taking these people's organs right out of their fucking body and selling them on the black market. That's unbelievable. That's in China, and they're flipping out. Now over in Europe, there's a lot of stuff going on. But what was the other place where they're freaking out? And the whole world's starting to melt down. I haven't seen that. You're kidding. What do you mean I'm kidding? No. That was real. They're kidnapping people. I saw it wasn't on a news clip. It was on a like a documentary. People are disappearing over there. It's no bullshit. You can look it up. It's for organ harvesting. That's what they're doing. Trying to sell it on the black market. And what was the other thing? Over in Africa, shit going on too. With what the fuck is that? Trump just bombed them. Nigeria, and I believe right down below Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, is another country, the Congo, the Republic of Congo. They have little kids working in cobalt mines, mining this stuff in a dangerous environment, because they don't have to pay them shit. It's basically slavery. And where's all the outcry from black people over here that are screaming and crying for reparations and how they got treated bad, but they don't give a shit about, their ancestors over in Africa, the people where they came from. They should be up yelling, yo, somebody pay attention to that. Nobody is. Nobody gives a shit. These little kids are dying and shit in there. I'm just amazed that people talk out of both sides of their mouth. Just like I was saying a minute ago, calling these guys Somali pirates, and they were jumping on boards, tankers in the Suez Canal, or the Red Sea, or whatever's up in that area, and stealing it and trying to steal it. But now Trump's doing the same thing. He just hijacked 3 ships. You could say that's the spoils of war and everything. But I don't know. I never really heard Venezuela say, yeah, we're coming to war with you. We went over there and picked a war with them. And the excuse is narco-terrorism. Why did we wait this long, to go after stopping that, whatever. And I saw that private conference between Putin and Xi about replacing organs and living for. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. I'm glad you saw that. Yeah, they're talking like, we'll be living for 150, 160 years. That's because these people aren't going to heaven. You see what I'm saying? And they know it. Their time is short. We're coming to the end. And they need to extend their life so they can keep wallowing around in all their treasure and all their shit that's going to lead them to nowhere fast. And that's what it is. All this materialism is going to be blown away. As soon as they start throwing nukes around, what are you going to do? Your money ain't going to save you. And that's coming probably pretty soon. Yeah, you're right, Doc. That was Putin and Xi were talking about that. But there was a video I saw right before they brought that out where they literally grabbed this girl right off the street, threw her in this white van, rolled off. And she's screaming and shit. Nobody gave a shit. Not that they didn't give a shit. They didn't want to end up in the same van going to get their organs ripped out, probably. I mean, these people are taking them right off the fucking street. That's nuts. And why is Donald, again, I ain't hearing Donald Trump say anything about that kind of shit. Push comes to shove, it should be straight across the board. Terrorism in this country or terrorism in the other country or another country, it's all the same. It's terrorism. If you're going after it, then go after it, in my opinion. You're picking and choosing who you're going to, let be tyrants in the world and who's not going to be allowed to do that because it benefits you and your rich friends. That's my fucking problem. With that, it seems to me, I don't know. I ought to get off the subject because it's a holiday and I don't want to bum everybody out and shit. What's this? The latest I've heard is that Trump is on an experimental anti-dementia medicine. I didn't hear that. Huh. Wow. I wonder if that's true. Seems a little bit off. He doesn't seem like the same person we voted for, 4 years ago, whatever that was in the election 4 years ago. It's like a different person at times. And to be, saying that you're going to bring peace and then all of a sudden you're starting wars everywhere or getting in the middle of wars. I don't understand that either. That's why the bruise is on. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Probably an IV in his hand. Doc. He probably had an IV and he bruised right there. That's somebody else was saying that. But let me see if I can hang on 1 second. I thought I had a way to share this over to. Wait a minute. Nope. Could have swore there was a way I could send out a notification again to Tammy and maybe Mixed Media. Let me find my other phone. If it's got. Let me see something. Because health people don't get MRIs. Healthy. Yeah. Didn't he just get? Were they just looking to make sure he had nothing wrong because he president? We probably have to get a physical every so often, or were they looking for something? Huh. That's a good point, though, Doc. Maybe something's up there. Oh, that's the other place where I meant to say. Too bad Amir isn't here on this live stream, because I would like to ask him what's going on over there. You're not hearing as much. There's revolution happening over there. What do they call them? The Revolutionary Guard or something for Iran is actually going there killing people in the streets because the people are rioting. Same with China. They're getting brazen and fighting back because they know they're fucked. They are done. These people don't care. They've been killing them for years, and it's time to stand up to it. And they are. You see the revolution there? Yes. Yep. It's getting pretty bad, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's popping off all over the world. Things are happening. Whoa, Iranian cities burn amid. I just saw a thing roll past. Let me see. Said Iranian cities are burning. Yeah, shit's burning in the streets right now, and Russian air defense is down. I guess it said on another thing. I guess they got hit with all kinds of drones the other day. Oh no shit! Yeah. Wow. It's possible it could be hereditary. Nowadays, though, that's becoming like as common as the common cold almost. Seems like a lot of elderly eventually are getting dementia. You don't see too many that are really sharp. Like back in the day, yeah, they would have like on Johnny Carson or one of those, maybe David Letterman, would have somebody that was like 105 on there and be joking around and, sharp as a razor, really intelligent and still had their shit together. Nowadays, it seems like people are losing it by about 75 or 80 in that area and start just really going. Hey, what's up, Tammy? How you doing? Happy New Year's. I was just getting ready. I had my phone ready. I was going to try send you another text over there. And I was going to try to get mixed media on here. So, how's your New Year's going there, Tammy? I was telling these guys earlier, I said, to me, it's another fucking day. That's all, yeah. Back in the day, it meant something. I'd get shitty ass drunk, and I'm lucky to be here. I'd drive home, and the next day, you kind of like casually walking around your car to make sure you didn't dent anything, hit anything. That's not a good way to be. When I was in my 20s, I was a fucking wild child. You know? Hey, Will, I was wondering what happened with you. I ain't seen you for a while. For some reason, I'm not getting any of your videos are not coming through my feed right now. Are you still putting up videos? I was getting a lot of them there for a while. But YouTube keeps doing shit like that to me. They take it. By the way, have you guys ever had this happen where you go and look at your subscriptions or who you're subscribed to? The other day I did it, right? And there was a shit ton of people I don't even see anymore. Like they mistakenly put up the original list of people that they took away. And then I went back in to try to find it's back to the smaller list. I don't know what the fuck they did, but there was a shit ton of people I don't see anymore. It's really rotten. They're basically keeping people from talking to people. No, I haven't been making videos lately. Taking a break. That's cool. Yeah. So what's going on up where you're at? Is it cold as shit up there? Because it was fucking freezing last night. It was like you're probably about 50 miles from where I'm at right now. It was like 20 some odd degrees, 24 or something, 23 the other night. So how you been though, Will? You doing good? Yeah, it was freezing out here. Same in Ohio. Oh, you know what, Tammy? I think you told me about this, but I saw something today about it. They're finding the whole Somali scam thing going on up in Columbus, but you did tell me that, and I saw that today on another video, and that's starting to blow up. People are starting to talk about that. Yo, is that Texas 3? How you doing? YouTube tails away inactive subs after a while. Yeah, that's fucked up. Why is that? You should be able to, prune them out yourself. You don't want to, be subbed to somebody. That's up to you. But a lot of times you forget who the hell you sub to. I don't understand why. Maybe because it's more work for them to keep sending all these different videos through in a 24-hour period, for instance. If you had like hundreds of things you're subscribed to, maybe that's why I do it. But I think it's fucked up. How you been, Texas 3? Happy New Year. Thanks for the thumbs up there. Appreciate you. That's funny because I was saying when I was in my 20s and 30s, that would be me. I'm an old man now. I don't even play that shit no more. Oh my God, waking up hurting the next day, hugging the porcelain pot, getting ready to puke your guts out when the sun came up. Yo, what's up, Fred? How you doing? Happy New Year. Yeah, man. It's cold up there, huh? I see they I was just talking to Tammy here that they're finding these Somali scam artists in Ohio now in Columbus. They're probably in every fucking state, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Blue state. Yep. Yeah. It's funny that the Somali flag is blue. I had to induce vomiting just now to try to get rid of the hiccups. Even be awake at midnight. Huh? Here's a little cure for hiccups, dude. Are you ready? Piece of lemon, some bitters. If I don't know if you know what bitters are, it's for drink. They use it in something or other. I can't think of what the fuck it's in. A little bit of sugar on the lemon. You bite into that, man. I don't know why, but it triggers something that causes hiccups. Are basically like your I don't know if it's your esophagus basically spasming, and the shock of that somehow stops that hiccup. It's an old bartender trick. Not that I'm an old bartender, I'm just old, but hung around a lot of bars. It's just bitters are in an old fashioned. Thank you, Doc. Couldn't remember. And my mom and dad used to drink that when they'd go out to dinner, an old fashioned. I thought it was too fucking old fashioned for me, man. I'd go get a shot of Jack Daniels. I got you a story here. This happened, and I believe it was New Year's Eve. I was out, and I was probably 22 or something like. No, I think no, I had been younger than that. I was about 20 or 21, and I was working. A lot of the people that I was working with, they threw a party, right, and we all went over to this house, and it had to be New Year's Eve, and I'm pretty sure it was. And again, this is 40 years ago, so it's a little vague, and I was fucked up. I tried my best to remember this. There's certain parts of it I'll never forget, though, like throwing up the next day till stomach bile come up, basically having alcohol poison. But anyway, I brought a bottle with me. It was a bottle of Puerto Rican rum, right? And it came in. I was already halfway gone, shitty drunk, and I sat it on top of the refrigerator at the house there, and talking, going around. About a half hour later, or maybe an hour, I don't even know. Uh, Somebody had opened the refrigerator to get a beer out, closed it, and the bottle fell and broke, and I didn't know it. I might have been in the other room talking to somebody. So they clean that up, and then somebody goes, "Hey, anybody want a shot of this?" And he didn't say grain alcohol. I didn't hear grain alcohol. So everybody's, no way, man. I ain't drinking that. So I'm thinking it's the Puerto Rican rum. And again, I'm young and dumb at that time. I might have been 20, because down at that time, I was lucky because 20 was still the legal age in Delaware that year. I managed to get in a little early. So I was very young and inexperienced drinking. So I grabbed the damn thing and I go to chug it. Holy shit. Talk about feeling like your throat's on fire. That was the worst feeling. And I couldn't say anything. I'm running around looking for a sink to get some water. I'm like, trying to drink water out of my hand and sticking my head under the faucet and all this shit. Fucked me up. And like on the ride home, I was so fucked up, but I had to throw up, and I was afraid of getting a DUI, like a cop seeing me out there. So I tried to wind my window down. It got stuck. It was I had an old rust bucket of a car. It was, the fuck was it? A Buick Apollo. So like the window, I don't know if you can see my window. The window only came down like this much. So I'm like trying to throw out. Didn't have the common sense or sober enough to stop the fucking car. I'm trying to throw up, literally throw up and out the window. And so like French fries from Wendy's and everything else is like bouncing off the window and everything and raining down. And finally, I got the hell home, but it was fucking horrendous. And the next day, I had to clean that shit up, which was even twice as horrendous dealing with it. And I was living in my parents' house still, and they're like, it must have fell on a Sunday. They always used to try to make us go to church. Me and my brother, we would, borrow my mom's car, or I would go in mine, and we would pretend like we were going to church and go ditch it and go somewhere else. Well, we ditched it, and I'm going, dude, I'm sitting by the Brandywine River, leaning up against a tree. Face is almost turning green, and I'm throwing up and shit. And the world's spinning around like I'm on a fucking stereo, like an album on a stereo. And crawled the fuck back over the car. Said, dude, we got to go. We got to find out if mass is over so we can go the fuck home. And yeah, it did. My car did stink. So anyway, I get in the fucking car, and he's driving. He drives me over, and I'm in the back seat lying down. All of a sudden, he pulls into the church parking lot because we had to find out whether people were still there and everything, and they were just coming out. All of a sudden, I got to start yakking again. So I'm hanging way out of the back window, throwing up right in front of all the people from church as they're coming out the door, throwing up all over the place in the parking lot. And they're watching that. I know some of them knew my mom and dad were my parents. Yeah, that was fucked up. What a fucked up day that was. You ever smoked that trash K2? No. I heard about it. What is that? Like a fake K2 sounds like a vitamin they got, or vitamin K now. I guess they always had it, but you hear about it every now and then. K2 is that like artificial wheat? Well, look at that. Holy shit. Check this out. You guys see that? It's a blaze over there. I saw it earlier. Is that somebody? Is that a controlled? Can you guys see that fire? Can't tell if it's a bonfire or a fire. Something's burning down. Trying to see it. I think it's a bonfire. Like there might be people around it. And I don't know how any of these houses can't see it. I don't hear any fucking. I've been seeing it off and on. Wait a minute. Wonder if I ought to go out and play hero here. Piss in the fire and put it out. Hang on. What the hell is that? That's got to be like a bonfire they lit. Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's. I mean, it's blazing away, dude. I can't tell if that's someone having a fire. Why the fuck would you be outside now having a fire? Shit. It's fucking cold out there. Of course, I'm out there with. I wonder if I should get involved. Nah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It might be somebody might be out there burning, like having a bonfire and partying out there. But I mean, look, it's getting pretty big. See it? Can you guys see that at all? Let me blow it up a little bit more. I guess you can. Like it was. I saw it earlier. Now it's blazing away, but it doesn't seem to be getting like it's not growing a whole lot. It's staying roughly. It must be a fire ring there because I don't see it like jumping around, going to different houses, burning anybody's houses down. Huh? Fake weed, yeah. Ozzy was in the back of a limo and took a dump in in a sack. Thought the window was open and chucked that again. What's that? The back of the limo. A New Year's party, maybe. Yep. Someone was stirring the fire. Yeah, they were. It's calming down now. Yeah, I didn't want to be like running around screaming fire or calling the fire department, and they think that I fucking lit it. Okay, what's that? Had a notification for something there. Mark, are you still on the live stream? Oh, I have 20% battery left. I better throw this plug back in there. So yeah, Tammy, it's pretty bad because with these Somalis, we're even like you were telling me that the other day, and then I heard it this morning. They're catching them up in like doing the same scam with the pretending they got a what do you call it? Not a nursery school, but like a daycare thing for kids or whatever. And they got all this money, and it's all bullshit. I heard that rumor from the Guardian. What rumor is that about the Columbus, Ohio? Problem is, I don't think that's a rumor, dude. They were showing a news clip. K2 is what's that? Incense. Oh, it's incense. It was never made to smoke, but somehow people learn you can do it, and it's fucks you up. Yeah, it's probably like when I'm in Indian. Uh, what do you call them? Incense. They got all kind of stuff. They probably have hemp and all kind of different incense. Um, do you ever smell some of those incense the Indian people use? The what do you call them? I don't know if they're Indian or Pakistani. No, Indians, I think, are big on the incense. I guess all of them over there are doing that because they don't like the smell of camel shit, so they're trying to hide it with. What's that? I got a hell of a story to tell. It's my first time smoking cake too, but it's too much to type. It's on the local channels, but I don't know. Yeah, I saw it. Wait a minute. Trump on that. Oh, experimental anti-dimension. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. You said that a little earlier. It's a possibility. But you know what? It's kind of ironic because Biden was in the same condition then. And actually, Trump seems way more with it than Biden, even in his best day was. Biden was that was ridiculous. He's falling up the stairs and falling off of bikes and didn't even know where he was at, walking off the stage and shaking invisible people's hands after giving a speech. He was on another planet. And whatever happened? Did you don't hear nothing about Biden anymore? And I live sort of down the road from him. He was probably less than 3 or 4 miles up the road, like in Greenville. I don't see him anymore. I used to see his limo and his all his bodyguards or whatever you call it, Secret Service when he was president, rolling. It'd be like a long convoy of limos and shit. Yep. Yeah. Biden. You know what? Here's the deal. I'm not happy with some of the things Trump's doing now. Some of them, not all of them. Some of the stuff I think needed to be done, definitely, and he's doing good jobs on certain things. But Biden, holy fuck, he was way worse in a lot of ways. So lesser of two evils, as you want to say that. And a lot of people think that Trump was God sent him and all this. And I don't know about all that. You know, first off, I think God's pretty upset at America. I mean, we don't value life. God does, but we don't seem to. There are abortion clinics everywhere, and above and beyond that, we're always dropping bombs on some country and all kinds of other fucked up shit, letting all that dope come into our country for years. Now, that's one thing. I'm glad that at least Trump's stopping that bullshit. That should have been done 50 years ago, the Golden Triangle when they were bringing it in back when Vietnam was happening and they were sending heroin home in fucking body bags along with the dead bodies, selling it up in the New York and there was here the Golden Triangle. Why didn't they stop it then? What's this? To me, they're both the same. What's that? The right got to Trump. Now here's the deal. It's just two different avenues going to the same place. See what I'm saying? One's on the left side of the road, one's on the right side of the road, but they're taking us right to the globalist, one way or the other, And a lot of people are like cheering them on, like Trump can do no wrong. Well, you know what? Here's something I think he needs to fucking change is stop fucking getting tight with all these globalist scumbags and go back to talking about the Constitution and protecting it. Not just talking, protect the damn thing. Because right now, I just heard this, and I know it was coming, but Palantir, the cops already have Palantir, which is basically your everything, your even the money you got in your bank account. They should have to get a fucking warrant to look at that shit. We just go in and just look at everything. It's fucking bullshit. We're losing our rights. And then pretty soon they're going to literally stop people from traveling. They're already trying to do it by jacking up insurance rates, so the elderly can't basically afford to pay it, so they can't drive, or they drive illegal and then they get locked up, and a million other things. And right here, I'll show you another way. Oh, can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? The fucking I just took it off there. It was on mute. Can you hear me now? It was on mute. I just saw it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was basically talking about back when I was a kid, and I guess some of you guys notice. Well, actually, most of you should know it. Yeah, I guess I must have slipped and hit that. The fucking streets used to have lights that were worth a damn. Now, like I was saying, it's all like fucking you're in the dark. If your car breaks down, like over there on the street, or if you're a woman and you got to walk home through that shit in the dark, that ain't cool. And these people pay taxes. Can you hear me? I just did it again. I figured out what I did wrong. When I'm tapping that thing to turn the camera around, it's what's that? Yeah, it's fucking amateur night. You're right. Okay. Yeah, for the other day, the whole fucking live stream was ruined. I kept looking at the damn thing and it said it was on. This is something different. My finger did actually hit that. What's to say that the junkie still the copper? What's that? The copper out of the street lights around here. How the fuck do they do that? Aren't they chimney up the pole and take the copper out of? That's way up high. Man, these junkies are unbelievable. Or is there an easier way that I'm not seeing? The fucking lights are usually on top of the pole. How are they getting up there? And to solve that is you grease the pole. So even if they get up there, you got some entertainment for the people are watching. Guy sliding down, getting splinters on the greasy ass pole that he's trying to climb from the bottom. Strip it out. Oh, okay, all right. Hey, what's up? Look at this. OJ. Wait a minute. Oj, come here, buddy. You just woke up. You getting ready to celebrate, OJ? He's been asleep for like all day. He's unbelievable. So they strip out there's a lot of people doing that kind of shit around here too, but that's crazy. That's not I ain't buying that excuse though. You know what? You start putting bigger penalties on that when they get caught doing that. Slows that shit down. I don't think that we should have to live in the dark, taking our tax money and you don't have any fucking lights on the pole and there's holes in the fucking in the roads around here that it looks like the fucking surface of the moon. So not right around here. You go downtown into like the black areas, the poor and the minority area. Man, oh man, I feel bad for them. They're getting fucked over. It's ridiculous. You literally feel like you're driving through hell, man. Well, other than the fact that they're destroying their own city. No, they need to go in there and spend some tax money fixing the roads because, like, when someone has to ride through there and is paying their taxes, it's tearing up their car. Shit house yep. Shit house infrastructure. You're right. You're right. Yeah, like how you said shithole countries or something a couple years ago. He's tired of your bullshit. OJ thinks you talk to yourself too much. He's right. I do. Hey, OJ. Tammy says hello. They're too busy screwing us to fix anything. Yeah, it's the truth. They're just stealing our tax money. All the blue states expire. And Delaware's a blue state. Yeah, so that's why all this shit's fucked up down here. They're taking and stealing the fucking tax money. Every fucking one of these fucking blue states. And now they're acting like, oh, I can't believe that. I can. I knew about it fucking a long time ago. Why is it taking everybody else so long to realize those assholes have been stealing had their hand in the cookie jar? Start fucking running some of them motherfuckers into the Hooskow, the prison, lock them up, throw away the key. They'll never do that, though. So you sobering up yet, Texas 3? Back to drinking Dr. Pepper tonight. I haven't hardly been drinking it at all. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm getting kind of sick of all the fucking sugar that's in all the food. Everything's got fucking tons of sugar in it. California would be the fourth largest economy in the world if it left the United States. Yeah, it's craziness. And then they're inviting everybody and their uncle from every other fucking country to come in there illegally and just, giving them money like it's Christmas. It's ridiculous. Actually, I was going to say, the fucking Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, just to let you guys know if any of you give a shit. That's my team. You follow football at all, Texas 3? Just lost $2 billion company moving out. Holy shit. Yeah, they're destroying that state. Running it right into the ground. I have a feeling that God's just going to strike them with a massive earthquake and it's just going to fucking slide off into the sea. Disappear like Atlantis. Oh, that's cool. All right. Happy New Year, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Now hit the fucking road already, will you? Nah, good seeing you, dude. Hopefully, all things will be better this year for everybody on this live stream. You know, we all win the lottery and whatnot. Yep. What do you mean? You fake this out? You're not really going to go to bed? Fuck you. Get out of here already. Nah, I'm just kidding. How's the dog doing, by the way? How's your dog doing, dude? He juked. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I got a troll earlier. Somebody trolled me on one of my comments. I'm feeling guilty now because I did this one other time before. I ain't saying it. Go look at some of my comments and my videos, and you'll be like, "Holy fuck! I can't believe he said that shit." Whatever. I'm not even going to tell you. You got to go hunt it down. That gives me more views too. Yeah, I can't believe that YouTube takes your subscriptions and just removes them from you if you don't, if they're, I guess if they're considered irrelevant to you, how the fuck do they know? Like I said, someone could put out a video that you'd really want to see, but most of their shit you don't want to see. Well, why the fuck can't you still have it in your thing, I couldn't believe it. I looked at my subscriptions. There was like a whole shitload of people that they're not on my thing. I can't find them ever anymore. Dude, I saw it with my own eyes. Yep. I wish I had snapped a picture of it. You wouldn't know anyway. I mean, I'd show you a whole list of things. You'd be like, how do I know you were? I know for a fact they're doing it. What the hell is this? New York City ball drop. Is it already that time? The fuck time is it? It's only 10:41. What's this? He's all right. He just a little shit. He's learning not to pee when I leave him. What's that? Starting to make a deal with him. If he doesn't pee, when I get back, I might have a McDonald's burger for him. That's what I give OJ. OJ likes McDonald's in the morning. Like, I'll stop in there and grab a fucking sausage McMuffin for me and him. And then he's starting to eat. I won't eat their burgers. I think they're making them out of human beings. Now, Wendy's, on the other hand, I'm still eating them, which I shouldn't. It's probably all got like human DNA in it. Bits and pieces of people who were illegal aliens last week are now cheeseburgers this week. Only copyrighted stuff. My brother's cat loves McDonald's chicken nuggets. Probably because it's that 3D printed, the printed chicken, like the Campbell soup chicken. That's got to be some scrumptious chicken, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna catch bird flu from that, huh? You might get ink poisoning or whatever the fuck. What the fuck are they making that out of? 3D printer. What the fuck? What material is it made out of? Yeah. Styrofoam or what the fuck? You know what I mean? The fuck are they making that shit? Yeah. It's crazy. Campbell soup. Good. It's fucking trash. What the fucking been feeding this garbage for decades. Now they decide to come out and let you know that you've been eating God knows what. Shit you'd find floating in a public toilet or something. It's like a paste. Yeah, but what's the paste made out of? You know what I mean? Just this fucking horrible thought that they're over there making shit, making fake food when we got real food here. Like, I mean, even the fucking Chinese are selling plastic rice. Some of their rice is plastic mixed in, some form of plastic. Yeah, Campbell's. Exactly. It's garbage. Yeah. What the fuck? Why can't they leave well enough alone? I kind of liked eating real food. You know? How do you think I got this gut here? I gotta fucking feed that baby. Can't be fucking eating no fake shit. Give me the real shit, motherfuckers. The other shit probably don't even have any calories to it. Yeah. NGO vegetables. Yeah. You wonder what the fuck they're making this stuff out of. And half of it's grown in a petri dish. Started off there and moved to a test tube and then doused in with glyphosate or whatever the fuck that shit is, a weed killer. And then they put it on your table and said, eat away, motherfuckers. People ended up with cancer and shit and wondering why. Cholesterol. Was that the shit that gave you the shits? It was like in fake butter or something. It was like, I forget what that shit was. It's like, I don't know what was wrong with the real food. Why the fuck? Bill Gates with his fucking chemistry set over there, serving us up a fucking steaming hot hunk of shit that he's calling a steak now. What's it called? What's that shit called? I can't think of the name of it. The fake meat shit. Oily and yeah. Oily and explosive discharge. Yeah, it's diarrhea with an attitude. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I got better things to do than hang out on the toilet bowl all day trying to get rid of yesterday's bologna sandwich. Whatever the fuck else they're making at. And that's kind of fucking disgusting too. The lunch meats, some of them lunch meats, whew, and that's no wonder why they're ended up with less listeria in them and shit. First time, and I did that a lot earlier when I was still wearing diapers. I've been eating the double quarter pounder a couple days now, and it's not food. Weird. What's it say? Weird because it's so damn good. Yeah, it's all right. I can eat it still, but I'm wondering, serious. Do you think it's ever going to come down to they're going to find human DNA in there? I've heard, you know, homeless people are disappearing, or do you think that's all just big old conspiracy? 'Cause I don't want to be like munching on a cheeseburger and find a finger or some shit. That's fucking completely anticlimactic. Yeah, it fucking ruins your whole afternoon. It's my favorite burger there too. No, surely not. I don't know, dude. Yep. And literally, there's that fire again over there. See it blazing away? I don't know what the fuck's up over there. It's good. They gotta have a bonfire ring over there. Horse DNA, yes. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I'm telling you, though, homeless people are disappearing. You wonder if they're getting ground up and thrown into sausage. There was a lady that did that in a truck stop place. She was a cook. She owned it and did all the cooking and ran the place. It was a little dive. It was down like in Arkansas or something. I can't remember her name. I saw a video on her. This is back like the 50s, and she fucking had people come there and stay overnight. And then somehow they thought they left and shit. That she was killing them and turning them into sausage. Soylent Green, exactly. Yep. What the hell was her name? She was some little old lady, and guests couldn't figure out why the sausage was so good. She made homemade sausages. There's an acid used to dissolve humans to liquid. That's like, that was on Breaking Bad. Walt sent Jesse out to get a couple containers. They were going to melt this dude's body that they killed. I think it was Crazy 8, one of the drug dealers they had to kill. And Jesse bought these plastic tubs that evidently it just melted right through it. Or did he put that? No, I forget. No, he tried to melt the thing in the tub or something, and it ended up burning right through the floor. Hydrofluoric acid, I think it might have been. Damn, this is so good. Yeah, yeah. If you can party with the bonfire. Yeah, I could go over there and pretend like I'm the Fire Marshal Bill. Go like, hey, you guys can't fucking do this. Throw a bucket of water on it. You want me to walk over there and start talking to these people? I'll keep you on the live stream. Let's see if I get shot. Nah, I ain't going over there. It's fucking too cold. They're probably passing around a big bottle of fucking Jim Beam or Wild Turkey. Yeah, I wouldn't go over there. It could be some crazy. It could be a next Charles Manson family over there. You know what I'm saying? Chucky boy. Yeah. Southern Comfort. Yeah. Yeah, I used to drink that back in the day, but that's full of sugar, man. That'll make you feel like shit. SoCo and Yukon Jack, or is that called Puke on Jack? That shit's like kind of a little bit like Southern Comfort, but rough, a lot rougher. So anyway, I wonder how many I've only seen you guys on here. Nobody new hopped on here. I don't think. I was always Kettle One and Grey Goose when I could afford it. Remember Sky Vodka? You get that nice and cold. That was pretty decent back in the day. Puff and passing. Here you go. You want another bar story here? See how I don't know if you can see that on my fist. Uh, it's got like no knuckles down on the end here, the little pinky finger. I don't know if you can see it. Wait a minute. It's all fucking. It's like mashed in there. You can't really tell from that angle. But if you look at that one, whatever. Anyway, I broke that bitch. 5th metacarpal break, 4th metacarpal. I was probably about 23, somewhere around 24. And I had a crush on this barmaid up. It was a biker bar, like probably a couple miles up the road here. I'd say it couldn't have been any more than a few miles. Bennett's Tavern, actually it's a little bit farther than that. Anyway, the barmaid Linda was feeding me shots of just about everything. We used to go down to, there was like a, I don't know, rail where you'd be like, okay, give me a shot of that, a shot of, we'd go right down, see, how far we could get before we were shit faced. And she'd be drinking right along with us. She could handle her liquor. And I had just broke up with my girlfriend, and I was working next door to Bennett's Tavern at that hotel. There was a hotel, Ramada Inn. It was actually where Ace Frehley stayed this one time. I actually made him a sandwich, by the way from room service. But anyway, I was really fucking shitty drunk and just pissed off and bumming. So she goes, okay, let's hit it. And there's this me and her, because it was time to close out. And there was these bat wing doors you ever see like in a Western that went into the back room and out the back doors, because the cops would, if you left the light on, you went out front and it was already closed, they would raise hell. Cops would keep an eye on that, but we used to hang in there anyway and just turn the lights down and shit. And anyway, it's going to leave, and she said, let's hit it. So I'm sitting on one of them stools that kind of revolves or turns. So I went to spin and got up off the stool and went to punch the bat wing doors open. I don't know why, like try to be dramatic or whatever. Fuck for it. And I hit the fucking, there was a door hinge, like a metal door hinge. I missed the center of the door and went way over and hit the fucking door hinge and fucked my hand up. It looked like I had a golf ball under my skin of my fist. It was crazy. What's that? Bet you drinking was involved. Yes, exactly. That's it. Yeah, I was drinking ouzo by that time. You guys know what ouzo is? I had been drinking all day or something. I'll take one and pass one. There you go. Yeah, ouzo is like, it's kind of like sambuca with it. It's like drinking a shot of sambuca and then hitting yourself with a hammer just to make it worse. That fucking shit messed me up. Italian liquor. I thought it was Greek, but it might be ouzo. Maybe it is. I messed my pinky knuckle punching a jail cell door. Yeah, it fucks you up. That's exactly it. 5th metacarpal break, 4th metacarpal break. So anyway, she drove me to the fucking hospital. Linda did, and to get my hand looked at. I'm laughing about, look at this thing. She goes, you dumbass, look what the fuck you did to your hand. And so she drives me down to Riddle Memorial Hospital, which is right down the road from there. And they go to set my hand. It's like early in the morning. It's just a fucking intern there, not a regular guy to look at my hand. And he put one of those plastic type of cast. I had to come back in and, later on the next day, and they pushed, reduced the fracture, they said, by pushing it down and then, put a fucking thing on it. But the guy goes, I know exactly how you fucking broke this. I can tell you everything that you did tonight. I said, how the fuck can you do that, Doc? He goes, number one, we smell like alcohol. So right there, he got that down. He says, fifth metacarpal break, fourth metacarpal break. You punch something, and it's happened at least 4 or 5 times tonight. So he says, it's fucking full moon, and you ain't the first idiot I saw. He said, that's a common, it's called a boxer's break or boxer's fracture. And within a week, though, I tore the fucking cast off and just went back to work. I didn't give a shit. And I can use it all. I got lucky. I was nuts when I was young. I just didn't give a shit. That's you felt that shit. You're damn right it did. And you know what, though? I don't know how the fuck I handled some of the shit. Like, I just would block pain out of my brain. You know what I mean? It wouldn't bother me. Same with like fucking hangovers that would fucking damn near drop a normal person. I used to just fucking roll right through them. Well, when I was young, and then it just got impossible to deal with. So that's when I was like, "Fuck this! This isn't fun anymore." You know? Yep. I had my share of fun. Anyway, I live to talk about it too. That's the amazing thing. All the fucking crazy thing. Like another time, Linda was out in the parking lot that came out. It was near closing time, and we used to run back and forth near the end to get last call up the road at me and friends of mine at Chad's Ford Tavern and come back down and try to see if Linda was still there. So she's walking out, and I'm doing donuts in the parking lot like Dukes of Hazzard, and she's laughing because I literally somehow stopped the car and jumped out like Bo Duke or like out of the fucking door, and the car was still almost moving. Like it was crazy. Again, I don't know how I didn't get fucking hurt half the time. The shit I was doing. No, you did. What's that? No, you did that. You didn't realize you'd live as long. Nobody does. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Mine just healed like that too, and you move on with it. Yeah, that's right, Doc. Doc said it wasn't that kind of injury they could really do anything about. Yeah, you just deal with it. You know, you might regret it later. Like that was a dumb fucking thing to do. Punch some inanimate object. Whatever. I learned my lesson, and this is why I don't even think about going out and partying. I did all that shit, got it out of my system years ago. Fuck that noise, you know. And just the fact that people call it partying. What the fuck is so fun about feeling like shit the next day? You know what I mean? Should be saying, I'm gonna go out and poison myself. You gonna want to come? You know, go drink ourselves until we're almost blind, throwing up our liver. The only thing I ever broke on my body was my dick. Would you slam it in the door, Doc? In your car door? No joke. No shit. How the fuck did you? I didn't even want to know. Yeah. You broke your dick. You're about as useless as a broken dick. That my dad used to say shit like that. Yeah. Like if you did something stupid. Yeah. About as useless as a broken dick at a fuck festival. What's this? My second wife was riding me and came down on it. Oh man. Man. She stepped into a Slim Jim, right? Snapped it in half. Yeah, but I'm lucky to be alive. Some of the crazy shit I did back in the day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, busted that thing in half. Shit, I bet you screamed your head off. Would you finish her off with a finger fucked her for the rest of the way? Or, it looked like it looked like a what? A goiter. Oh fuck! Holy shit! That's got to be the worst injury. How long did that hurt for, Doc? Oh man, damn, dude. I'm surprised. Little bit of pure gold isn't on here tonight. We've been not on here for about an hour and a half. She usually shows up like almost an hour into it. Oh man, that's that uh, that makes me cringe. That reminds me of how Joe Theismann broke his leg back in the day. You remember that, Doc? Holy fuck! His leg was bent completely the wrong way. Somebody snapped his leg. Had to be the worst football injury I've seen. I've ever saw. uh, Man, talk about a fucking bad accident there. A bad. Holy shit. How long did it take to heal? How do they put a cast on that? What do you got to maintain a hard on for for like 6 weeks? So what's that? Damn, dude. It's fucking talk about bad injuries. Oh. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm getting ready to hop off of here. I'm going to go watch the ball fall in New York. You know what? I'm kind of amazed nothing's happened on any of these New Year's since 9/11. You know, I thought for sure we would have saw something. Oh, shit. Yeah, yeah, he does. That would freak me out, man. How did it must have been embarrassing going in to get that looked at. Uh, what kind of fracture did they cause? Like a green tree fracture or whatever. I saw somebody break their fucking leg. We were playing football, and he was on the other team, and this dude fucking tackled him, and it was just tackle football on the dude's lawn. You know, it wasn't. We weren't playing for any football team like a high school team. We just used to like tackle the shit out of people and stuff. And he had his leg fucking busted. It had what's called a spiral fracture. This dude was losing his mind. He was in such pain. And the dude that broke his leg grabbed him, grabbed the kid that was rolling around. He says, "You fucking don't stop rolling around. I'm going to knock you out," because he was actually football. He was going to play for Penn State pretty soon. He was a um, high school guy going into college, to go play football with Penn State. But his younger brother broke the fucking thing, and he's laughing about it. He jumped on the guy's back as he went down, and he comes walking back to the huddle, laughing his ass off. "Oh, I heard his fucking leg snap," like he was all proud of him. This dude was fucked up. But anyway, yeah, the dude told him, "No, stop rolling around. You're fucking really gonna fuck that up," which he would have, and damn near did. But he took him over to the hospital. The guy's brother drove him over, and then um, the dude that had his leg broken, his mother came out. It's dinner time. She's coming to telling me how to come in and shit. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm out of here. See ya." He was already gone. She's, "Where's Jeff?" I said, "Oh, he broke his leg." She was like, "What? Nobody fucking told me." Flipped out, and I got in the world of shit from my mom. We were like in junior high or something. What's this? Sorry, what's this? She was older than me, and I asked her if she had seen that before, and she was freaking out too. Oh shit! I guess it scares the fuck out of you when something like that happens. Anyway, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Well, we still got a lot of people, and not a lot, but we're down to 3. We got 5. I'm gonna really hang around for a little bit longer. The internet was just beginning, and I looked it up to see what it was. What do you mean you looked it up to see what it was? It was a broken dick. You broke your fucking dick, evidently. How the hell did you have the? I'd have been screaming and tearing my hair out. I wouldn't have been able to look anything up. I'd have been running for the fucking hospital. It was. Oh, wait, it's just muscle. I know that broke bone is but not a muscle. Broken bone. Yeah, I wonder who Brooke Boone was. Broken bone. So anyway, I'm going to hop off here, guys. Have a great New Year's, and talk to you again soon. Probably do a live stream through the week here. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody. Hit me with a thumbs up if you haven't on the way out. If anybody's hiding in the chat there that's not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. That'd be cool as shit. Happy New Year's, everybody.